Hi, buddy. Sure hope you're having a great day so far. We've already seen a couple of rounds of showers, some thunderstorms, some impressive shelf clouds from earlier this morning. But here's the caveat. I just did a live severe weather update just a little bit ago, but the Storm Prediction Center has now upgraded us to a level 2 risk for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. We do have the hail potential, but the wind potential and the locally heavy rainfall is going to be the main threat. But when you look at all the other threats, i.e. tornado, while you can never say zero when we're talking severe weather potential, we're basically looking at zero potential for tornadoes. We just don't have the wind shear in the environment or the atmosphere, so these are going to be straight line winds. So the Storm Prediction Center is now issued a severe thunderstorm watch. So now we're watching for those conditions. Conditions are there. The atmosphere is primed for severe weather. Does it mean it's going to happen? No, not necessarily. But we've seen the storms this morning. We saw the storms last night. We've seen some storms right around 2 o'clock here this afternoon, which is a good indication that the atmosphere is primed. So severe thunderstorm watch is in place. So with that said, here are your storm threats. Medium category and localized flooding, but no tornado potential is anticipated whatsoever. Got high dew points. Dew points help drive severe weather. Energy, dew points, moisture in the atmosphere. So as we progress through the rest of the afternoon into the evening, you can see as we get into 4, 5, 6, here comes our batch of storms. A cluster of thunderstorms expected to swing their way on through, and that is expected to bring us quite a bit of lightning around the area, of course, with the severe weather potential. But let me just say this. It doesn't stop there. Severe weather, level 1 and 2 risk for today, hail, wind, locally heavy rainfall. Friday, severe level risk of 1 by the Storm Prediction Center, hail, wind, locally heavy rainfall. Saturday, we also have a level 1 risk for severe storms. Again, hail, wind, and locally heavy rainfall. But Sunday into Monday, we need to watch closely. Looks like a little bit more of a potent system. So listen, we're heading into the holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start to summer, and we're going to have severe weather possible each and every day. Somebody say that this is the month of May, right? Like we're in towards the latter part of May, not April. Thank you, El Nino. Likely to be the cause of that. All right, so here we go. For the rest of the afternoon, here's your future cast. Again, as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, here's a cluster of thunderstorms. Again, this is just model guidance. This is not the say-all, be-all. And so make sure that you have a way to receive weather information for the rest of the day today into the upcoming holiday weekend. It's going to be a great tool to have in your back pocket. And what I'm talking about is the East Tennessee Weather app. We'll highlight that here in a moment. Rainfall amounts, again, don't concentrate specifically on cities and numbers solely alone, but the general consensus is that we could see anywhere from a half an inch to over an inch and a half of rainfall with some of the good solid downpours, and that's going to create a mess, and that's going to be with us for the evening rush hour, dinner, and bedtime. All right, so if you don't have the app, go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. It's got an amazing interactive radar. You get all the push alerts and notifications from the National Weather Service, from yours truly, when we do live severe weather coverage, which is what I did right around 1:30 this afternoon, sending out that push notification that, listen, I'm giving you a live weather update of potential severe weather. So this is a different model forecast. I think this is overdoing the rain because we don't have that much rain happening at 2 and 3 o'clock. But I think, let me go back to that for a second. I think the general idea is there. Is why we have had some individual cells here and there. We'll start to see this kind of cluster up into a cluster of thunderstorms. Now, this is kind of bringing it a little bit further to the south across the Southern Valley. Maybe the case because the northern or northeastern sections got a little bit worked over thanks to the storms that we saw earlier this morning. So we'll see how it all plays out for the rest of the day today. The Weather Prediction Center has also elevated us to a level 2 risk for localized flooding. So a slight risk for localized flooding and flash flooding does exist as well. High temperatures, 70s and 80s, high dew points, still warm, still muggy. It's been very muggy around town. And that's going to be the story into the evening. I think as we get closer to 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight, the storms start to wind down and we'll see some patchy, dense fog early Friday morning. But speaking of Friday, here's our risk for strong and severe thunderstorms on Friday. So we have that elevated risk for severe weather on Friday. So we may have a little bit of rain early in the morning, but I think what we're going to see on Friday are those showers and thunderstorms starting to build up once again. Daytime heating, there's noon, unstable environment. The winds will be pushing a little bit more of a westerly direction versus the southwesterly. or northeasterly, I should say. Either way, cluster of thunderstorms possible again on Friday, and that's going to bring us additional rainfall. So this repeated rainfall over the same location is going to be the threat for some localized flooding and flash flooding. Now let's talk Saturday, Sunday time frame. Again, a level 1 risk for isolated strong to severe storms. I don't think that we'll have the coverage of rainfall on Saturday that we will experience for the rest of the day today, that we saw even earlier this morning. I think it will be isolated in nature, but subject to change as all weather and severe weather does. Here's your 3-day forecast. We're going to see those temperatures stay in the 80s Saturday. I think less coverage of rainfall should be a good solid lake day as long as the weather holds true and we don't see that severe weather potential. So again, download the East Tennessee Weather app, go to the Google Play Store, the App Store, search East TN Weather, all one word. It's going to be a great tool to get the push notifications from the Storm Prediction Center, the National Weather Service, from me, from when lightning's within 15 miles of your location or storms are approaching, and it is 100% free. We sure hope you have a great night. I'll keep you up to date if we do live severe weather coverage on all East Tennessee weather platforms. See you back here soon.